Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS news for Wednesday, April 4. Justice Minister Delroy is recommending measures to enhance case and records management as well as stronger stakeholder engagements. These, he says, will drive government's push to have court cases resolved more quickly.
Additionally, Mr. Speaker, increasing the complement of judges and support staff in the High Court would lessen the caseload and positively impact the clearance and disposal rates.
The minister was speaking in Parliament Tuesday as he tabled the 2017 annual statistical reports for the Supreme Court and the parish courts.
The major finding of the study, Mr. Speaker, was that on average, the disposal or clearance rate of cases is 49.7%. This rate ranges from 24% in the High Court and 97% in the Gun Court.
The average disposal rate for cases in the parish courts was 69%, lower than the international standard of 80%. Among the factors cited for delays are high incidences of adjournments, uncertainty about trial and hearing dates, and requisitions. The statistical reports were funded by the Justice Undertakings for Social Transformation program with technical support from the Department of Justice Canada. They have been published on the Supreme Court website, supremecourt.gov.jm. Still on justice, 3 judges have been appointed to act in higher positions in the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal. The appointment of Justices Andrea Thomas and Grace Henry Mackenzie become effective today. They will serve as puisne judges in the Supreme Court. Justice Leighton Pusey's appointment as judge in the Court of Appeal becomes effective on Monday, April 9. They were sworn in by Governor-General Sir Patrick Allen during a ceremony at King's House on Tuesday.
As you assume your duties, judges, in the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court respectively, I sincerely encourage you to carry out your duties with care and diligence so that all who engage with the judicial system can attest to its integrity and its impartiality.
Judges Thomas and Henry Mackenzie have served for many years with distinction in the parish courts, while Justice Pusey has been a judge of the Supreme Court since 2006. In other news, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says several initiatives will be undertaken this year to assist the mentally challenged. The initiatives are some of the recommendations made in a report by the Mental Health and Homelessness Task Force received in 2016. Among the projects is a public education campaign geared at destigmatizing mental health and raising the awareness level among Jamaicans. Dr. Tufton says partnerships will also be forged with non-governmental organizations to assist challenged persons who have been abandoned.
We will embark on a program this year to train more personnel in the form of psychiatric nursing aides to support the mental health officers out there in order to spend more time on the streets.
Dr. Tufton was speaking at Tuesday's handing over of 2 buses to support community mental health services provided by the Western and Northeastern Regional Health Authorities.
This marks the start of additional vehicles that are to come during the course of this year. I'm told that we're looking at between 3 and 5 additional vehicles that will add to the existing fleet to enhance the mobility of the mental health team.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health is now piloting a project that will encourage best practices in pre- and post-maternal care among low socioeconomic groups. The initiative is adopted from European countries. It seeks to incentivize best practices by pregnant women, especially those on the PATH program.
And that is an initiative called a baby box. If you look at the Scandinavian countries that have done exceptionally well as it relates to pre- and postnatal care, they incentivize best practices by the use of a piece of device called a baby box, which is really acts as a crib for the early stages of the child, with particular types of supporting inputs for the mother and the child.
The health minister was speaking at the recent opening of the renovated pediatric ward of the St. Anne's Bay Hospital. He said the boxes, which contain cribs and utensils for pre- and postnatal care, will be issued to pregnant women at health centers across the island. And finally, a condolence book has been opened for 2 wards of the state who died in a fire which destroyed the Walker's Place of Safety in January. The book will remain open until tomorrow. It can be signed by members of the public from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Child Protection and Family Services Agency CPFSA office at 40 to 48 Duke Street in downtown Kingston. The agency has also planned a memorial for the children to be held on Friday at the Shiloh Apostolic Church at 55A Lyndhurst Road in Kingston. The CPFSA says preparations have also been advanced for the burial of the two wards. According to the agency, its parent ministry will assume the full cost of burial and provide additional assistance as the need arises. Those burial arrangements are being made by the children's families. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.